having a lovely week. I am so excited to share with you today some of my fall decor thrift find. It's so funny because I love to decorate for fall, but we have been renovating for years and oftentimes there just has been way too much going on to really worry about like seasonal decorating. But this year, most of our house is actually done, at least on the inside. So I am so excited to finally be able to decorate, especially for fall. It's so funny too, because I used to actually kind of hate seeing fall decor. I loved fall, but at the same time, I have always struggled with seasonal depression, and it always felt like seeing fall come into my feeds or seeing it in people's houses, I was always just like, no, I'm just like not ready to like move into like the fall and winter. But the last few years I kind of decided to like refocus my brain and focus on the things that I really love about each season. And hands down for fall, I just love the decor. And actually Halloween has always been one of my favorite holidays. So I have been sort of throwing myself into thrifting for fall. For the last month I've been really looking for stuff. Especially when it comes to thrifting, you always have to sort of be thrifting for a different season. A lot of times if you're trying to thrift for the current season, it's just really difficult because everybody else is looking for it, and a lot of times seasonal decor at thrift stores just goes a lot faster. So everything I have found has been over the last like month and a half. I have a few things from last year, so I figured I will start with all of the stuff that I have collected this year, and then I'll show you some of the older stuff I thrifted. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So this little guy is just adorable. Super cute, just a little like jar. I don't have any particular plans for him, but I think he's gonna go in the kitchen. Just a nice size. It was, oh, I still have the tag on it, 59 cents. Actually, when I bought it, I was kind of thinking that maybe I would paint it, like do a different color. When I got it home though, I kind of fell in love with this like vintagey, like orange and green. So at the moment, I think I'm gonna leave it the color that it is. I think I'll decorate with it. If for some reason the colors are just like really not working with everything, then maybe I'll still consider repainting it. But for now, I just love it, and it's just so cute. Hopefully you can see it. Isn't that just too adorable? So yeah. So this one I did paint. So it is just a little tea light holder that's like a little pumpkin guy. Super cute. I'll throw up a picture of what it looked like when I actually got it. I think it'll be in the videos that I took too. But it was just like very intense colors. And for my decor this year, I really wanted to go with more vintagey vibes. Like I definitely want some deep colors. In the past, the little bit of decor that I've done, like I said, I really haven't done any, but the little bit of decor I've done in the past has always just been sort of whites, just because I didn't know what to do, especially with like so little decor. I just wanted to be able to like pop it in spots, and so I usually just went with white. But this year, since I'm going full-blown decor, I wanted to definitely add in a lot more color. I'm definitely doing a lot of warms and neutrals, but I definitely still want some oranges and stuff like that. And this was sort of an experiment. So I've seen on TikTok and Instagram people doing these knockoff versions of the, I think Pottery Barn has these really pretty like vintagey chalky looking pumpkins, and I saw somebody on there, I'm not gonna say their name just because this didn't turn out quite, it wasn't quite as easy as I thought it would be, and so it's not their fault, but basically they had said like, oh, you paint it and then you put flour on and then you're good. And I was like, oh yeah, that's super easy, right? Not that it was hard, but I realized as I started painting, I was like, well, when do I put the flour on? Do I put the flour on while the paint is still wet? Do I put it on once it dries? Like, if I put it on once it dries, then it's just sort of gonna fall off, isn't it? So I wasn't really sure what to do, so it became sort of this experiment. And I will say that I don't think it turned out like perfectly. I'd like to try this again on something. I do like how this came out, but it's just a little bit messy and it was a little bit, just a little funky to do. So what I did do was I spray painted it, and first I did a really heavy coat of spray paint and put the flour on right after, and it just sort of got a little crazy. Like some of the paint came off, some of the flour clumped up. It was just sort of a mess and definitely not what I was looking for. So then I tried doing a lighter coat of spray paint, waiting like 20 minutes and then putting the flour on. but then a lot of the flower fell off. So I kind of had to find a sweet spot, and maybe this would be easier with like a craft paint that you paint on, but I really wanted to use a spray paint. So what I ended up doing was spray painting, waiting like 5 minutes at most, and then going back in with the flower. And then for some spots I would do very, very light hit of spray paint and then put the flower right on. And like I said, it turned out really cute. I still really love it. It has sort of like almost like a chalky finish, but I just like that it still is like orange, but it's not like too bright orange. So like I said, I think I'm gonna like try out this technique on something else to kind of perfect that, and I'll let you guys know if I find like a good way to do this, or let me know if you have done it and like how you've done it more specifically. Anyway, he's super cute. I think he was like 25 cents or 50 cents, something really cheap. Okay, up next is one of my all-time favorite thrift finds. Like, I don't even know what to say about this. It is a little ghost hanging light, like a legit plugs in hanging light. Look how adorable. I'm seriously so obsessed with him. He was $3. Maybe this is like a thing you guys have seen before. I've never seen this before. And I just thought it was too adorable. It actually still has like a very, you can tell, like quite old JCPenney tag on it on the inside. So I just think it's so cute. I'm not 100% sure where I'm gonna hang him. I'm kind of thinking over, like, I don't know if you've seen my kitchen. I'll put up a picture here, but my kitchen, I have open shelving, and there's like a spot in between two of the open shelvings where like my sink is, and I'm kind of thinking hanging him over the sink. I don't know. Let me know what you think, but I am really obsessed. I think he is so, so cute, and I'm so excited. And while we are talking about little ghosties, I also found this lone singular salt pepper shaker guy. He's just a little ghost, and I just thought he was so cute. I almost think that I found him even cuter because he's lone, and I know that obviously he must have been part of a set at some point, but I think it adds something to the cuteness that he was all by himself. So we use like grinder salt and pepper shakers, so I'm definitely not using him for salt and pepper anyway, but I kind of had an idea. I want to test it out. I think it'll work. But to put cinnamon inside of him instead, so that when I make my coffee or hot chocolate or whatever, I could do like cinnamon from my little ghost. I don't know. I honestly think when it comes to like enjoying the seasons a little bit more, especially when you've struggled with the seasons in the past, I think that when you can add little things to your daily routine, like having a little ghost cinnamon shaker to add to your coffee each morning, I think that those are the little things that you can add to your day that just make life so much more magical and fun. So I don't know, just in love with him. So okay, and I actually got this next thing at one of the estate sales this summer. Actually, the really good estate sale, so if you know, you know. But it is just, it's all tangled up, so I'm not gonna untangle it right now. We'll wait until we're ready to decorate for me to fight with this. But it is just a simple little pom-pom garland. Actually, it's not a garland. It's made for like, you know, sewing onto stuff or whatever, but I am going to use it as garland because like how cute is this? So I have bought new garlands from like Home Goods and stuff like that I'm really excited about, and I thought that this would be a good just like addition behind it because it's so simple. So anyway, that was really cute. I think I got it for like $1 or something like that at that estate sale. I don't remember, but it's a big bundle of it, so I can always cut it down and use it different places too, which I am really excited about that. So where I'm shooting right now, Dutch is actually right here. You can't see her in frame, but she is like dead asleep. I'm gonna take some video on my phone so that you guys can see it. Tongue hanging out, she is dead asleep. That is too funny. Anyway, so I got some tea towels that are cute and autumny. But this one was a nice cute. It's more colorful. It definitely feels very like 80s or 90s Halloween, and I definitely am going for like not a specific vintage Halloween vibe, like not like a specific time period, but just like an overall vintagey feeling. So like I kind of want a little bit of like 90s vintage Halloween and 80s vintage Halloween and 50s Halloween and just whatever, just like mix and match of like all of the good vintagey Halloween vibes. So I thought that especially these colors, something about it feels extra like vintagey. And so did these. So these are almost like, these could be used almost any season, but I thought they would be good mix and match. I actually don't do a lot of decorating with yellows, but I thought that this would be nice to like mix and match, especially with like other plaids and stuff like that. So, and I think I got each of these for like 50 cents or $1 each. Okay, so this I did buy last year. It's this cute little pumpkin dish. It is actually from AC Moore, so nothing super special, but it's so funny because so many people last year, when I had like pictures up of it or videos, they asked me like, oh my god, where is it from? And I thrifted it, but it's from AC Moore, and it actually has a crack in it. I don't know if you can see. So it's certainly not in perfect condition, but it is so cute, and I feel like it's just perfect for like throwing little things in there, like candy or tea bags or just like anything that doesn't need to be like perfectly kept. So definitely putting this out again this year. Oh, I actually got this year too. This is actually from another estate sale, not the one I got the little garland thing from, but a different estate sale. Just a little pumpkin mug. I definitely have become like fall mug obsessed. Like last year, I'll show you more, but like I collected all of the fall mugs that I found at thrift stores and also some at new stores. It is really cute. Kind of reminds me of Over the Garden Wall just a little bit. Maybe I am projecting what I want to see onto it, but reminds me a little bit of that. And that last year is the first year I watched that, and it was just like so cute and magical. And I have already been rewatching it this year. So we will stay on our theme of fall mugs. I thrifted this last year as well. I found, actually let me find the rest of them. So I found both of these. I think I found them at the same time, although I'm not 100% sure. I might have found them separate. But they definitely have a similar vibe. So they're definitely, oh my gosh, so cute. It's like a very, here's this one. Just very like 80s Halloween in my opinion, which I think is its own like special vibe, because you kind of had like the explosion of like the slasher films and stuff like that, and so I think that there was a very definite like 80s Halloween vibe that's really fun on its own. So I love those, super cute, so I'm excited to hang those up. And last year I also got a bunch of other Halloween mugs, so I'm just excited to kind of fill all of my pig wall in my kitchen with Halloween mugs. Okay, so that about wraps it up. I am actually still hoping to thrift a few more things for fall this year, but we will certainly see. In case you missed it, a few days ago I shared how I decorated my sister's house for fall, but I will be back next week with decorating my own house for fall, which I'm so excited for. I definitely have been kind of making myself wait, but it is definitely time. So I'm so excited for that. So definitely check back in next week and see how we decorate everything. I'm excited to do it together because I think that'll be so fun. So anyway, I hope you are all having a lovely week, and I will see you next time.